Okay, so this is my last video I'm gonna make today. I was just looking through my notes. These are from years ago, man. I mean, I have notes on everything. I mean, you wouldn't even believe the notes I have. I just have notes on everything. But anyways, I found some interesting notes here that talks about how the apple is like the shape of the earth. A lot of people speculate on what the shape and true nature of the earth is. I was told, I don't know if this is true because, once again, nobody can verify their claims. It's not flat, but it's both. It's round and flat. It is like the shape of an atom. How one atom bounces around constantly and changes shape based on perspective is the same way the earth is shaped. Earth means heart, number one. And imagine, I'll have to share a little bit about the Aquarian gospel of Jesus Christ. And it talks about how these 10 commandments, and there's a golden rod that is tied, that goes up through a knot, through every living soul. An apple slices into 6 hands, I have here. Okay, this is dealing with hyperspace. And Taurus, the toroidal field. And it's called the alphabet in our hands. And this happens to be in my right hand. So the apple slices into 6 hands. I happen to have the right hand. The mouth connects, and it says here, breath, the breath, which Jesus, of course, breathed upon everybody at Pentecost. With the Holy Spirit, he put that hey in Abraham. So he put that hey, put that breath in him. And I have here, breath is the source of all matter. So whenever you pass on, I mean, you are no longer breathing breath. I have here 27 Hebrew. What is it? Okay. 1 to 6 dimensions. 27 Hebrew letters. I'm sorry, 4 to 6 dimensions. And these are unity. I believe it says point spare, seed, head, wholeness, the tree, the neck, the unity. Like I said, the golden tie, the golden rod, the tree, the apple tree. Fruit, of course. We know that we are like trees. We are like plants. And depending on the fruit we produce, we don't want to be a dead fig tree. I'm trying to think what I have here. Goals attained. 7 goals attained. Action. 2. Okay, I see how this is peeling out. So these lines here are the peels, the 6 hands, um, and these are numbered. So number 2 proves by charge. And I have a couple of Hebrew terms here and letters. Bait, to break, camel, gimel, dalit, to divide. A is a window, of course. Ayin means to project. Tech to complete. Yod, hand. Kof. I believe I showed you this exact hand too a couple days ago. Tied to an Anunnaki caduceus, which also my right arm is tied to and controls. I wish I told lies, but I don't. Kof, Psalms. Okay. To project with hands. Pharaonic Egypt. It says the idea of God derived by reason. So not all things with God need reason. Let's remember that. That is called the golden apple, by the way. Y chromosome. The real true vine. And we know that the Aten, who Akhenaten, Amenhotep III, who he venerated, and the monotheistic God that he served, that they tried wiping clean from Egypt. The Aten, which permeates all life, kind of like what this is saying as well. It's in every living thing, blossoming, giving life. I have here also that Aladdin's lamp is Lamed, the flame, the light, the mouth to speak, the mem, the source, the nun, the neck, the noon, stomach, to sustain, pay, the mouth and the swallow, zadik, clean hands. I believe that, is that Cove? I'm not sure. But as I was just talking about, the skull, Resh, head to rush, shin to shine. Like I said, this is all old stuff. So I don't know how accurate this information is. I know I got this from, I believe, something Maru something. I'm not sure. The Maru Foundation, maybe, something like that. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys that because I found that fascinating. I find it fascinating because and there is the true name of God. I have so many notes here, guys. It really is. It's a shame because. Well, it really isn't a shame because you know, um, while everybody was living in fear of the coronavirus and things like that, um, I was doing this. This is what I was doing. These aren't any specific notes. These are just things that God had put on my mind that it had applied to me that I decided to write down. And when I say write down, I mean I probably spent 40 days straight just writing things down. And then I just stopped. And then I just stopped. I don't know why. It was the oddest thing. I mean, I just oh man, this is so strange. I mean, and this isn't just one notebook, guys. I have notebooks filled up. I mean, look. Don't ask me what information this is. I don't know. Let's see here. 4 winds, 4 seasons, 4 angels, 4 rivers. Then I took a note that when CERN had their accident, as you see when. I used to get real obsessed with CERN. I don't anymore. I don't worry about it. There's something else I wanted to show you. And of course, the eternal blue flame, the burning bush. I am part of a blue star family. Black hole sun, rejected sun, the forgotten son, the prodigal son. I say that with all conviction. Oh, look, there's an important one. If you're still listening or looking at this right now, I see here my brother put, Michael has changed. Some things have changed. Michael has changed for the better. And for some reason, I drew this face. This is like the back of me I saw. Because I saw something on the Shroud of Turin. That there wasn't just the front, there was the back too. Written in creation. God's love is its creation. And then I used to see, and I had dreams of, man, I had this girl, this wife, man, she had cancer. And her name was Izzy. And I just remember sitting at her grave in this dream, and it said, "My dear Izzy Kriya," which means my dear creation. And that movie I'm speaking of is called The Fountain. You should watch it. Hugh Jackman's in it. It's a really good movie. And it really related to my life because it came at a specific time for a specific reason, along with some other things. I was told I was the last night because I had found a piece of paper, probably thinner than a pencil, that had the name Mary Montague on it. Do I know who this lady is? I don't. Did I once live alongside of this lady? In some way, shape, or form? I'm not sure. Just to wrap this up real quick. I do want to wrap this up. But yeah, this is what I was told about the Ark of the Covenant. It needs words to speak, words to write. Because we know that God is the Word, right? So I was shown and taught that the Ark needs not only like papyrus scrolls, I mean like, and according to the ink and the pens and the ink pens and the ink horns and the ancient tools they used for writing. I mean, ancient knowledge. This knowledge goes further back than anybody you know. It goes back to the beginning. So all these ancient things you need, tools, words, ink, papyrus. I mean, even what you roll the scrolls up in, they gotta be bees' honey. They gotta be made with some kind of bees' honey or some stuff. I don't know. This is stuff I'm just beginning to remember. And I had written down for a certain time. Okay, and just like there's a verse in the Psalms, and then I'm getting off here. But it says, "He who planted the ear, do you think he does not hear? He who planted the eye, do you think he doesn't see? The Lord knows the thoughts of men, and that they are, whatever." I think it says wicked. But this is part of what the ark is. Words to speak, eyes to see, eyes to read, ears to hear, hands to write, a mouth to speak these things like we were just saying. And these all need to change. And the world cannot go on if you can't do these things. It's all about the blood as well. The life-giving force running through blood. This world will poison you. It will poison your mind. You ever hear that Boy George song, Poison Mind? It's just like, that's just, man, we suffer from poison minds. What else do I have here for you guys? I heard Billy Carson say something about, it's not called the Red Sea, it's called the Sea of Reeds. Dude, it's called the Reed Sea. Okay? Try that one. Try that term. Sea of Reeds? What the hell are you talking about, man? I was thinking to myself, what is he talking about, man? Sea of reeds? I was like, wow, man. Must have been in Sinai with that Bible. This is why I don't stray too far away from the Bible, guys. You know, I made the mistake of doing that a few times. And here's the only secret you need to know. I made the mistake of doing that before, and let me just tell you. I mean, you will make some mistakes that way. You will make some mistakes that way. Because you'll realize that you thought you were after truth, and it was enticing because it was offered to you as like something new and exciting. Oh, I found something new, some new material to read. And it is so interesting and so appealing to read this stuff. And then you go through this process of validating it, and then you go through the process of actually believing it and sharing your beliefs. It's one thing to reserve your beliefs, and it's another thing to share them. Because, well, we all know how we get looked at for our beliefs. I couldn't tell you the pain that I went through, guys. Being rejected by family, torn apart by family, made fun of by family, frankly. Never asked me about what I was doing. Never said, hey, what, is this what you're up to? You know what I mean? Is this how God's speaking to you? Never asked me. But I kept going. I kept fighting. I still fight. But I learned to pick my battles now. And you should too. Because it's just too tiring, man, if you don't. You have to learn how to step back, not be so reactive. You have to learn how to hold your tongue, sit and listen. Just smile and move on. But then you wonder, how did these people get away with this shit, man? Like Billy Carson, for instance. Let me ask you a question out there. This dude made millions of dollars, has an elevator, chef. I don't know how many AC units he said he had. A lot. He doesn't know which one's working and which one isn't. Huh. I'd hate to be hot over there. But anyways, he's the leading expert. I don't know what I was saying about Billy, but anyways. Oh, I know what I was saying. How does somebody like that, you look at him now after he's malfunctioned and crashed out, and really, I really feel bad, and I got to step back because these Christians, I notice, man, they are very vindictive. They are very low-key shady. And they are very hypocritical and blasphemous, and do it in a very sneaky, cunning way. And I saw that with Billy. I mean, Billy, dude, everybody knows he was wrong. Everybody knows he made a fool of himself. Everybody knows who he is now. Everybody knows he duped people out of millions, dude. Out of millions. Now, I know what you're going to say, the Christian response. You're going to say, oh, yeah. Oh, everything in the light, everything in the dark is going to come to the light, and every stone's going to get turned over. Dude, the dude made like $6 million off book deals and whatever he's doing to make money. Off all lies. He don't even know what the hell he's talking about. I'm listening to him talk. He doesn't even know anything. And this is the top leading expert? Dude, I'll battle him for $1 million. I'll debate him for $1 million. Because I know what people think. People think, oh, now Wesley up. He's so great and so amazing. Hey, listen, Wesley is an amazing guy. He's a great guy. He seems and sounds and looks like an expert on things. But he's just that. He's very formal and offers expertise that doesn't change, doesn't branch out, doesn't reach for faith, doesn't blindly lead you in anything. He's very safe. He's very proper, and he's very careful. And I don't blame him for that. He's a scholar. I mean, I would debate him a whole lot better than Billy. I'll tell you that. I believe it's good to have healthy debates. But you have to learn how to be humble and take a loss. You have to learn how to take a loss, and that's something. I know Billy knows it. He's a sore loser though, man. I could tell he ain't lost in a while. He's been up for quite some time. So the second shit went south for him, he's panicking. He's going south, man. He's crashing out. And that's exactly what he did. He's deleting videos, going to houses, backtracking, saying this, saying that, just reaching. And his wife, you know what, sweetheart, I want to say something to you too, Elizabeth. I've dealt with Elizabeth before. You guys aren't, I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing. But man, stay out of your man's stuff, man, because you sound like somebody from the hood or something, like trying to reach for your husband's clout. Like back off. I could tell you don't even know what you're talking about. He ain't gonna debate for less than 50K. Well, we know what you're about then. Hood rat, chicken head, video vixen. Yeah, we know a little bit about the history. Carlson. Dude must have been really thinking he had something going for him, man, because he changed his name. I mean, he must be really. I guess fraud's a bad charge, I guess. I did a lot worse than that. And I ain't changing my name. My mama gave me my name when I came out of her womb. And that ain't never gonna change. No matter what I do, no matter how much trouble I get in, no matter nothing. And I'm not saying this proudly. I've been in a lot of trouble in my life. I've flirted with death a lot of times in my life. I've been in the hospital, in jail, in the hospital, from jail, left hospital, from jail, released from jail, from the hospital. Dude, I've been arrested multiple times. I've been all over the map, up, down, all around, in town, downtown, uptown, wherever you want to say. I've been there. Me. And I'm not proud of that. But I bet you I got a whole lot more to say than Billy does. I got a whole lot more to say than Wes does. So I just want to say, that's where I stand.